Well, Jenna asks, what are we doing? Or what are we doing? And she just changed the caps. Well, we are going to have some extra fun. Or Alex says, what are we doing? Wait, you left out one though. What are we doing? Oh my goodness. Hi, Inez. Oh, let's see. Looking for the. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. We'll say, and Inez, yeah, say email me later if you're having challenges. Okay. So let me share my. Oh, Jen got us covered. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Yes. Now we're all good. She put the what in caps in. All right. Drum roll. It's been a little bit since we've had a red carpet because we were sharing the new tangles from Zentangle. And there is one more, but I think I'm going to put it on the Tough Tangle Tuesday, I think. So, because I was thinking there's some extra fun to have with it. So, yeah, that one. Yeah, Hardy Y4. But there was but I need to go back and look because I don't think that they didn't provide step out. Well, they didn't provide step outs for the two nomadic fragments that we shared. And let's see. But there was a they kind of did one, yeah, with the nomad, yeah, right. But I thought, well, we could play with both of those. They might. I'm thinking Tough Tangle Tuesday. Okay, here we go. So I went to Deb's. Is Deb on? Went to Deb's. Yes. Shh. Be very quiet. Deb is at work, trying not to get caught. So I looked, and this was the latest one that I saw on Deb. So I was like, oh, I know I had said I might have to shut that window. We got loud people outside. Um, I'd seen several that Deb had put down, and I'm like, oh, yeah, we should do that. And then I couldn't decide. I'm like, oh, let's do the latest and greatest. And on her post, she said it just popped into her head. She has to do some more playing with it. And I thought, well, let us all play with it and have some fun. All right, so here is the link to Deb's, and I'll put this in a proper post like I like to do. And here is my version. It's very nice, Deb. Of course. Um, and I thought, you know what? Well, at first I thought, well, it could be kind of snowflakey, so it could be
That's what
were you
I
thinking?
thought.
Yeah. Everything doesn't have to be, crystally edges for that. So, we might bring it back for the winter. So very, very nice. Starts off with an asterisk, and it's so funny because as I was doing it, I'm like, and I'm looking and of course not reading at first. Well, there you go. It snows in spring in some locations, and we were just talking about. So there, yeah. So there we have it. Just depends on what you might pair it with and how you might decorate it. I didn't read on the side where it says you could stop here in step 5 or keep going, and I'm like, oh, because so I was doing my thing, and I made extra long lines because I'm like, I don't understand why Deb didn't put extra long lines here if we're gonna do two things. Now it's like then I read and I'm like, oh, that's why. So love it. It's super easy. We put some little flux shapes in the center, in between those spokes. And then they're kind of like tethered orbs. They're not exactly a flux shape. They're a little wider, but not an orb either. And so and what I ended up doing was just I would probably err on the side of making them too well. If you're gonna want to continue, which I can't imagine anyone is not going to want to continue on, then I don't know if you can, maybe can't make it too long. But I think you can always fill in the line carefully, versus making it shorter. So I would err on the side of shorter. Then we decorate it with some dots on the spokes and then orbs in the middle of them, and it's just adorable. And then as we go on, like I said, adding that extra tethered orb and line. And then this was just a big C shape is the way I did it, coming from the dot, or no, excuse me, the orb, and coming up and over that first one. I just think it's really, really cute. So there we have it. I didn't do anything different. I did do some shading on mine, and it was really neat.
Well, you know what, Heather? If you want to
Yes.
do this in winter, you could call it frost over spring spinner.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Frosted over spring spinner. Oh, that's hard to say.
Yeah. That's a say it 5 times fast. Oh, I've dumped things. That's nice. Like I wondered where that went to. Oh, it's on the floor. Yellow at some point. Okay, so the question, burning question: what shade of pink do I want to use? Oh, and some purple. Okay, because it's that kind of a day. All right. So I think I'm just going to. Dee Dee, right? Exactly. It will be fun when we razza it later. Yes. Okay. I'm going to just draw a giant one, and I'm going to get this all like centered. That would be helpful. I mean, because of course you could do all kinds of little ones, and I didn't share her sample. Just share real quick. I decorated mine the same as hers because I really like that. Just alternating with little lines on those. But yeah, you know what? I'm going to make my orbs bigger like she did there. I'm going to leave lots of room. But all right. And like I said, okay, I'm going to err on this side. Is this the color I want to use? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. All right. I said err on the side of being too short, so yeah, let's not. It just
Well,
means
I have this thought, which I might or might not do, is it might be fun to do a big, not as big as yours, but a sort of big one, following it through all the steps, and then doing some smaller ones, just going to that step where she said you could
oh,
stop
sure, yeah.
to just, change it up a bit.
Mhm. You
And
know
since
what?
I made some of my first flux ones too small, I'm going back and putting like a band inside to make them all the same,
Ah,
or
whoops.
more like the same.
Okay. Um, different thought. Let's add another color. And is this working? Is this thing on? Yes. We'll see if I'm going to regret this. Oh no. This is, and I know I have this on the Amazon thing. Ink Joy. I think this is another Jen's fault. They work really nice.
That looks cheerful already.
Yeah, I think I'll for sure redefine. Yes, it is. Wait, I did. Where's my? Oh, I buried it. Wait, yes. This enabler alert has been brought to you by Jen. All right. And then, well, and these are nice. I just started. I've used a few of them. This one, the thing was off because I always think about like Jelly Rolls come out with a retractable, and it's like okay, sometimes we have enough challenge with some of them the way they are, let alone when when they're retractables. Like how do you keep it from getting dried out? But I like that. Okay, then let's see. I'm just gonna leave a little space and put this tethered orb like that. So because that way, because we're gonna be putting a little dot in here, so you want to leave a little room for that dot. Like, and that one I'm going, well, I could have done it a little bigger. Although the sides are gonna be, because I'm working on a square. The diagonals I can do a little bit more room.
Oh, heck, I wasn't, you know, I usually write the steps up on the top of my page,
Yeah.
and I
You were
didn't
just so
do that.
excited.
So I'm gonna go back and do that while I'm waiting, and I have to go back to see what do you do next anyway.
um oh, I didn't put the dot in yet. The dot is, I was following Deb's step out, and oh, the dot and the orb come next. My question to myself though is, do I want to do that in a different color? Hmm, no, maybe, maybe not. I'll do something else in a different color. So yeah, so on Deb's and honestly, you could do that later, because if you were deciding to do, a second row, which I'm gonna have to do something, maybe either two more um dots, or maybe just a really large one at the end, not to make them uniform. Um, but yeah, the next step on Debs would be to put, we said, a nice filled in, and then an orb. I said I was gonna make it bigger, didn't I? No. Oh well. Oh, well, mine keep getting bigger. Does that counts for something, right? Oh, well, at least I'm working on black, so if I wanted to, I could come back with a black pen like that. So, ignoring the line sticking out, you could stop there, is what Deb says. But heck no. So, I'm going to continue with, well, let me see, let me decide. Oh, there's nothing to say that I can't do more than one. So, I think I might just do that. Try to keep them the same size. Oh, and maybe I'll leave that there. I don't know. We'll wait. Oh, and maybe just, oh, okay. I'm gonna maybe just do two on that. We'll see. I got more room on these diagonals, like I said. I love it. I might use this tomorrow when I go to Peterbrook. I have a whole bunch of pictures that I keep meaning to, well, put on my page, but at least send to you and tag you, because I do use a lot of yours with the seniors at Cedarbrook, and they just love them. I can't remember which one, if it was Jackie or another one that you did that had requests to have it come back. And I'm like, well, okay, we can do that. Okay, apparently I just decided I'm going to have it go all the way through. And then as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, well, there's no reason I couldn't just leave that top one empty if I wanted to next time. Yeah, they're just so fun to. All right, then that next yeah that next step was on the from the orb, and what I ended up doing was just kind of going like if I'm looking at it this way, kind of halfway on the orb, so that way I can go both directions and doing a nice kind of C shape like that over that first tethered orb that we did. Or if it's easier, you could go like right from here and just do a C shape and then come from that center and come down. That might be easier. Actually, I'm thinking it is because then I can see what I'm doing on top of it. Huh, seeing what you're doing. Well, that's just an amazing thought.
When I was doing my my own little step outs,
Yes.
I found that it was easier once I had the lines in to do the dots and the orbs first before I did
Oh,
any of the tethered orbs.
well,
Because
that's a good idea.
I mean, it gives it because that way you can get them in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you spacing to then do your orbs. I was
Yeah.
just that's just my idea.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. And I like how you ordered the center bit.
Well, I had to because I made two too small.
Oh, okay.
So then I had to make them bigger. But
Right.
I think I might do because we can do whatever we want, right?
Yes.
Is take another C shape around that
I
top.
was thinking the same thing because especially since I went, a little extra. Whoops.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
you
was,
have some with
yeah,
three.
because I have two here. Oh, maybe I'll just do that. Good idea.
At this point, it makes it look more flowery than snowflake.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like Allie's Dolly, where we did, Dolly Light, and that was the snowflake part. Ellie says, "You can do whatever you want, but it'll cost you." No, it's only if you say hashtag do what I want. No, that's only me. Well, I would that when I read Deb's post on this, is like I still need to play with it a bit, but I had to get it down, and I'm like, well, we'll play with it. Look at it on the screen. Yeah, so I'm just doing the longer ones that I did. You know what? And then on top of it, you could aura the whole thing because that's always lovely. Hmm. No, I think maybe the center needs to be that yellow still. Luckily, maybe luckily, it needs to dry. Ooh, the question, because I do like on Deb's sample, she put a line in an orb, which is very nice and ties into everything. Or I'll just do line dot dot because I like it. Or could do line and a little orb, but I didn't leave myself enough room. Let me pause 1 second. All right. Had to get that. Oh, I got your Dick Blick stuff in, Mom. What?
Okay.
That's for a future thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was partly thinking, well,
Far in the future.
I could pop over after my thing,
Yeah,
maybe.
I was thinking, let's just skip this weekend and get stuff
Okay.
done. And,
Okay.
it doesn't, every once in a while, we just need to relax. Although I wouldn't want to go camping this weekend.
Oh.
Well, I don't
Is it?
know. We're not supposed to have that great of weather here,
Oh,
but
I
I don't
don't
know
know.
where
Well,
they
they're
are.
yeah, doing the hamvention thing, so let's see, what shall I No, I haven't used the Conti pencils in a while.
And then
Mm,
the next weekend is Memorial Day.
right.
So
Yeah.
I think we usually celebrate that on the day, don't we? On
I
the Monday.
I think so.
Yeah. I just have to check with inviting Jenny's folks.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
we use our spanking new grill and mess it
Yeah,
all up.
well, that's why you bought it.
It is. It is.
Oh, what else to do? What else to do? Let's see. Okay, let me test this on the pink.
For some reason, my fingers are going numb.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Oh, that looks nice together. I agree, Jen. Jen says this year is going way too fast. I'm
it
interpreting. I'm sure that was a typo. Yeah, yeah. That's all right. We've all learned to speak typo slash autocorrect slash, let's see. I'm gonna put, let's see. I do like the little line idea. So, oh, let's see. If I do a different color, it means I have to redefine the lines. Oh, well. But I probably want to anyway. To keep all of my pens handy so I can use them more. So then I can get more. Oh, one more. I can't remember why I signed up for, you thought you go to a website, and you put your email address in and all that. So for Pentel, I must have been looking for something. I can't remember what it was. And so I keep getting emails from Pentel like, oh, we're having this kind of sale or that kind of sale. I'm like, stop. Don't want to unsubscribe, but stop. I usually have a little rule on my computer that says email. I have, yeah, I have a folder called crafty newsletters that so that way I never see them. But if I'm looking for something, I know where to go. But not tempted. Okay, liking now. Now what? Oh, and mom put. Oh, you put some of Debbie's leaves in there. I forgot what
Yeah,
that one was
isn't
called.
this Deb's leaf like
Yeah,
that? I mean, I
yeah.
probably didn't do it exactly right because I was trying to do it from memory, but
Oh, I think that's close. There might have been little lines on
yeah,
the edges, maybe or
I was
something.
thinking that when I did it, and I thought,
Yeah.
close enough.
Peppy, yes, yes. I think you're right, Allie. Yeah, yeah. Fancy fescues are a definite must on this one. So, well,
Ah,
yeah.
I messed up immediately, but that's okay.
Deb confirms. Yes, that's it. Oh, that's a nice color. Ooh. Okay.
Ah, I did it again. What is wrong with me?
What are you doing wrong?
I'm using two
On the wrong
different
side?
colors on opposite sides, and I keep
Oh,
doing it on the same side. Fortunately, I'm working with the lighter color first, so I can go over it with the darker color.
ah, yeah.
Now let me see if I can get it right one time. Yay, I did it.
All right, let's do some. Okay, fancy fescues. Oh, twist my arm. I have to add something else. Let's see.
See, the colors make all the difference to
Oh,
make it look
yes.
springy and flowery.
Yes.
I feel sorry for all of yous that
I
don't like to use color.
don't know if we have it. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's okay.
Well,
Everyone to their own.
it's a fun challenge to just do black and white. So that way it's like, well, okay, how can I make this? How can I make it look extra cool? Hi, Sharona. Oh, Sharona says she had a golden book as a child with bright colors on black. Yeah, she still loves. Neat. Yeah, sometimes you're just like, okay, let's just play with this and use some of these lovely pens that can't just have them sit. They will just add. Oops. You know, maybe, well, that one guy got, I guess I better color them all. And if I'm coloring them all in, I'll just add some little white on the tip. It'll be fine. And some of these, it's almost like you have to redefine the lines just because of the way when they go over, when it goes, the line goes over itself, then it's darker there. And since as I had the one on the golden book on The Princess and the Frog. I always thought she acted like a brat. All I have in my head is the Aesop fable from Bullwinkle. I can't. I don't remember how it ended. Not normal, I'm sure. That's right. Yeah, she was mean to the poor frog.
I had my godmother worked at the Chicago Library, and
Hmm.
so for occasions she always got me really neat books, and sometimes they were, signed by the authors and things like that,
Mm.
children's books. And one I got, and I can't remember what it was, what the name of it was. I might still have it somewhere here, but I loved the way it was shaded. Everything was sort of like Rosemary does it.
Ah,
Everything was rounded, and I just loved the way it was drawn and shaded. Can't remember what the story was. Seems like it was about angels or something, but I don't remember. But I remember it was falling apart, and I still saved it
oh,
because I just liked the way it looked. I really like shading with the color, with the pencils.
yeah,
See, I'm really happy today because I drew my own coloring book.
yes.
This would be a great one for you to take tomorrow to your old
Yeah, so I
people.
think I shall. Well, and I said we have the, I do try to mix it up and see what was I tortured them with. Oh, it was the April sat. And did I show you this? I can't remember if I had grabbed it.
I
I
don't think so.
decided to do this. Oh,
Oh
I
yeah,
maybe I showed it in person. Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, so I have to balance it so that way they still like me. So we have the one guy, and so I was like, yeah, but he doesn't seem to mind drawing flowers. Like I said, I think he's there for the chicks.
He just likes to be with the ladies, probably.
Yes, yeah. But, so try to mix it up. So that way, well, that way too is that way we're doing patterns as well, and you know, I just try to keep the expectation of you don't know what you're gonna get, but you'll have fun anyway. Oh, oh, I like what you did.
Yes, I like it
Yeah,
too.
nice. Thank you, Melly. Melly says I love this one. Great choice. Well, we have the wonderful Deb Minero's Tangles. We're so honored to have her.
You need to finish your book quick, Heather, so you can help her
I
write one.
know. I was finishing the glossary the other day. I think it's smaller than I was thinking. But I'll have somebody that doesn't know anything about Zentangle look at it and tell me, okay, what other things did you not understand? And then figure out what I'm do for the cover part, but it's nearly nearly done.
You bring colored pencils and stuff with, don't you?
Yeah,
That they
yeah.
can use if they want.
Yeah, and I one gal she always uses. I'm deciding what else I want to do. I'm gonna add some shading, but well now I'm thinking I want to use colored pencils instead of these Contis. And where did I do the one? There
You
it
can
is.
mix it up. It's a
I
mixed
could.
media thing.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I was saying one gal uses them consistently, and but there
Well,
I
it's
always have them there available.
yeah, yeah. You have your little document camera case packed.
Oh,
That's good.
it's so full. Yeah. Oh,
And
Ellie says,
that's
I had my mom and sister read my book first. They were great testers of what the heck does this mean? Yeah, that's what, yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I just sit and stare. I really like what I have so far. And you don't have to shade, but it is nice. Oh, well, why don't I start with some yellow? Maybe I won't redefine the lines. So if I put this stuff on, hmm. I like what you did with the black lines and doing the colored pencil on the outside of it.
what? Oh, this,
On the the curly cues that you have.
yeah, yeah, I do that
Uh,
a lot. It's just a hint of
it's just
color.
a hint, yeah. Ellie said, "Did you both plan to do the same colors?" No.
No,
I
we
think
don't discuss
I
this
was
ahead
just
of time,
she's copying off of me.
but ours look completely different because hers is the color is in the pen
Yeah.
and mine is in the pencil.
That's why I could say she copied off of me because I had the
Yes.
color for
I don't, rarely when we're together on a Sunday, she might discuss what she's going to do on the coming
only if it's special.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
But other than that, nope, I'm in the dark.
Yep.
Keeps it fun for me that way.
I've had a couple people over time that asked, well, what do you plan to do? How so I can prepare? And I'm like, there's no such thing as preparation.
Nope, sometimes she decides at the
I
last
don't
minute.
even tell mom what we're doing.
Nope.
You just come ready to go, and that's that. Like the element of really, I don't have a wait. Is that pink? I can't tell. Kind of a mishmash of different colors. Okay, we'll make it pink. Because heaven forbid I should go get a new tortilla now.
Oh, I found some this morning that I was putting stuff away that are totally smashed in. But
Oh no.
sometimes I like a real rounded tip. Um,
Yeah.
sometimes that works. Well, I have paper clips, not real handy, but they're in the room, so
Yeah.
I could push them out. What's fun with this one, I was just thinking, um, I, I'm I'm not following Tints or Tan, but I'm using some of their approach, like
Yeah.
coloring one thing in with one color first, and then coming back and shading on one side with a deeper color.
Oh yeah.
You learn some of those techniques, and you can use them in different ways without the confusing directions,
Right, right.
and you can use them however you want.
Ooh, I like what I did. Oh, Jen says it's always good to have a clueless reader that the things that seem obvious often aren't. Yeah, yeah. It's taken on a whole different, which is good. Different different everything than I had originally thought, but make mine kind of glowy on the inside by doing it on the inside. Shading. Yes. Oh my goodness. 6-minute warning. Somebody's probably typing it right now. Yeah, Deb says, yeah, this one was easy to keep going to fill a tile. Yeah, absolutely. Because, yeah, you could add as many, those tethered orbs as you want. And I like that I added, and I just added on the longer ones. I was thinking because you could, encompass it. Oh, and I did say something about oring, but didn't. Or kind of like, yeah, like mom did. She put, yeah, all the way to the top. So that's neat.
Yeah, I put another semicircle or whatever you want to C
Mm-hmm.
shape. And now I'm
Yeah.
making little dots with my gold pen.
Ooh.
I threw away the one I was trying on Tuesday,
Oh,
one that stopped working. I thought there's no sense
yeah.
in keeping it.
No. No. Well, and I should make this kind of solid in here. That way it looks like it's kind of put together. 5-minute warning, as Leisha says. Yay! All right. And then, okay, the extra magic. We'll see if this is still working. Oh, it is. Hmm.
I'm calling it done.
Are ya?
Yeah, I like what you did. I like that with the chalk, the shading.
Yeah.
It
Thank you.
really, it well because it is transparent. It really makes it look transparent.
Yeah. And now, and this fine liner and bleed proof white, this is Rosemary's fault. Oh, wait, yeah. This enabler alert brought to you by. And I think I made sure to move these to um yeah, within the pens and marker list on my Amazon. It does leave a little bit raised, so it's kind of interesting. Or maybe I've just made it too thick. I don't know. But I thought for sure it was all stuck in there. But it wasn't, so it's still coming out, so that's good. So thankful for my codependents. It's just called I can't remember if it was called like fine liner tube. Um,
Do you have that in your spoiler alert thing?
yeah, I do.
Yeah,
You
but
just need
it's
to
an
go look
you
for
get an
it.
empty tube and you can fill it with whatever you want.
Yeah, and
And
it
she's filled
comes.
it.
Yeah,
And
it's
she
in the
put it,
markers and pens. Actually, the fine line applicator is what it's called.
yeah.
Empty. But there's also, so if you go to, well, here, if you go to Linktree and then on the Amazon store. Yeah, and it's kind of like, well, it looks like it's the first one up there, but you can buy all kinds of nibs for it. Um, I have all of that on there, but then too, look at because we always put one of the, there's always descriptions. Oh, you could get this kind, or you could get that.
And then you filled it this one with bleed proof white,
Yes.
which you thinned out with water
Yeah.
a little.
Right.
Is this the same filling that you did originally?
Yes. And it
Wow,
kind of was stuck in there, but it does,
that's good.
it
That's good to know.
yeah.
Oh, oh,
So
I was thinking while you were doing that, oh, you need to put a touch of that on your
yeah.
little
Well, ended up
outing.
filling it
That's good.
in, but yeah. But it's nice. I mean, yeah, the idea of bleed proof. Oh, yeah, oh, that's a nice. Sometimes
Oh,
you.
beautiful, Joe.
Oh,
I
wow.
like the auraing
Showtime.
of the whole thing. That's neat.
Nice, nice. All right, we'll stop there then. Wha- And then
That's
just
a
by the
pleased
way,
look. Oh, and Kathy's is gorgeous. Oh, 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 oh.
wait, I'm not looking at because I'm trying to get this pin in
Don't
this
look at
little
them
in the.
because they're absolutely beautiful.
So the cap has this little pin that goes in, which is part of why it stayed good over a long period of
Oh,
time.
I was wondering
You just
about
got to
that.
make sure to get it in there, and then it does screw
Yeah.
on. So yeah. Okay. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Oop, let's slide mine over. Oh, I'm tickled with mine. Oh, these are just lovely.
Joe, what
Oh
is Joe
my
doing?
gosh.
Oh, he's adjusting the light.
Oh,
But you got to back it up because now we can only see two of them.
yeah. It's just yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
Now,
Then you
yeah,
can bring
now
it
you can come a
closer.
little
Oh, we
closer.
got two
Yeah, right
pages.
there. Right there is good.
What? Oh
Joe,
my
how come
goodness,
you don't
lots
have
of.
fingernail polish to match your picture?
All right.
Rosemary does. Inez, oh, there it is. There's Inez's. And Diana R is trying to get hers in position. Needs to come down just a little. Up, up, up. They all flipped over.
Don't don't hit the back button. I did it again. I know better. Okay. Now. All right. Hold them steady. These are amazing. All right. Hold fingers in the right place. Then let me get page 2. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. All right, I got them. Wow. Amazing. What is today? 15th. And 1. All right, let me.
Hopefully you saved it.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let me put page 2 up
Turn,
so that way I
oh,
can save it. We'll go backwards.
you have to
Cuz
turn your camera off.
yeah. Oh, I thought
Turn,
it did. There
yeah,
we go.
there you go.
And I'm sharing. Wow, look at me. Oh my goodness. Leisha,
Beautiful.
nice. You like the fescues and the therefore. I love it. Oh,
It's
and yeah.
again, this is so neat because you can take it as far as you want, do so many different things with it.
Yeah. Meg, nice. Look at Meg did 3 of them. Oh. Well, hi Andrea. Hold on one second. Let me grab yours. Stop sharing. They can probably put back just a
It's
smidge. And it's being pixely.
it's yeah,
Pull it back
it's
towards
really
you a
good.
little bit because maybe it's the camera's being
Yeah, pull it
confused.
back a little.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's still it's a bandwidth thing. Let me get it. Yeah, hold it up one more time. Let me just get it. We'll get it blurry. It's all right.
What?
Oh,
What?
unless you have an idea for making it. Oh, get the other camera out. Oh, and oh no, maybe she's switching. Okay. Just went dark and let's see. So, oh, and gone. Okay. Could be. bandwidthy thing, but it could be in switching the cameras. So fun. Yeah, we're just seeing dark.
Yeah. You,
Oh,
it came
yeah. In
on.
the meantime, yeah. Well, here, we'll go back to looking in San Andreas as soon as yours pops up because you might need to set the camera in the settings that might need to do that. But we'll continue to look here at Meg's gorgeous. She did 3 of them. Oh, and I like the leaf that Meg did in hers too. Yeah, I was thinking leaves would be a nice addition. Oh, I'm seeing something there, Andrea, on your. I'm seeing like something on the side. So it's like it's almost maybe like. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nope, that's not it. And rosemary. Oh, wow. I like the little lines on the outside of that
Yeah.
top. That's
Little,
neat.
little feathery wings, kind of.
Yeah. Neat, neat. And okay, Al. Well, wait, hold on a second. Let's wait before she goes. Oh, I have to save this though. We'll go back and look at hers really quick. Look at my secrets here. Well, so that way we're not completely talking about Allie while she's gone. But oh my goodness,
That's gorgeous. You don't notice
wow!
the inner part
Oh, there she is.
of the pattern.
Yeah,
Andrea's is there now.
yeah. Oh, that looks a little bit better. We'll say
Little, not much.
yeah. Pull it back towards you a little bit, maybe. I think it's a bandwidthy thing, maybe. Oh wait. Oh, it
It
was there for
was
one
clear
second.
for a
I'm gonna.
second. Oh, quick, get it, Heather. That's as clear as it's
Got
gonna
it.
get.
Got it. All right. Let's paste it here. That was close. Yeah. I think we can see enough.
Yeah, it's gonna show up.
Yeah. Yeah. We got it, Andrea. Yay. Let me save it. The save button is what saves it, Heather. Okay. Very good. Nice. I like it. She filled in the center. Oh, look at did the
We don't see
kind
it,
of
Heather.
I'm sorry. Yeah, let me explain to you what you should be seeing.
What you're not seeing.
Yeah. Let me just tell you what. Like the lot of aura-ing in the
Yeah,
lines in the center. But this with the kind of Hollis-ish with the
policy. Yes,
yeah. Really nice. Oh, and I like all of that.
I like
Having
the
that nice contrast.
graduating little orbs colored in.
Yeah. Yeah, that was another I can't I'm not remembering the name of it, but it was another. All right, let's go back to where we was. Nice. And Sharon P. Ooh, look at she added them in the corners.
Yeah, I like how
Or
she
kind of
used
like
this part of it in the corners.
that is so clever. Oh, and another with the therefore. I love the there.
Yeah,
And Sharona too. Gorgeous.
I
Really
love
nice.
the way they finish off the corners. I just usually make them square.
Yeah.
I have
And
to think more about it.
yeah. Oh, look at Teddy's. Sorry, can't see it very well with at least her name, but nice.
Definitely made them into flowers. Again, by using only parts, and not going further on some and not on others.
Yeah.
That's
Just
great.
makes it a different-ish flower.
Yeah.
Okay, now this page, let me move it. Yeah, and I also like Allie's how she did it off center,
But the
which is
whole
just neat.
pattern is there, but the way she shaded the levels, it
Yeah,
makes it look like a chrysanthemum or something.
yeah. Oh, so neat.
Beautiful.
Antonia. Ooh, got some shiny
What
going on there.
rogue? What rogue? She
What?
a little
Well,
rogue, but she's got the basic one in there. It's just what she extended, but that's
oh
gorgeous.
yeah, but yeah, and did those seed shapes and
Yeah.
lovely.
Barb did the same
Nice.
thing, more but different styles. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I love her border.
Yeah. I
And
think
Beatrice, it looks like the her
oh
orbs look like when I first glanced, they looked like jelly beans or something edible.
I like them.
Yeah, I like uh the way, but
Oh,
and it's probably just because it's on a square and how she extended it, but the arch you do. Oh, I know, I see it. Wait, do I see it or do I not see it? She doesn't have it touching the top of that first orb.
oh, it's in between, like,
It's in
yeah.
between, which
Mhm.
makes it look like a border within the whole pattern,
Yeah,
which is another neat way to do it.
it is. You know, it's so funny because I'm looking at, well, let's say, Beatrice's and Allie's and Antonia's. I'm like, how it's so silly. Like, oh, they put little loops in. Then I look back at mine. I'm like, oh no, that's the orbs when you have them
Oh, it does
touching,
look like that. If you
doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does.
Yeah, and it's the great way to plan what looks like a loop. You know. Oh, and Felicity. Ooh,
Very clean,
yes.
but I like the shading on those
Mm-hmm.
outer loops.
It's so soft. And I like the shape of the orbs. They're more elongated, and that's
Yeah,
a neat.
more of like a seed shape.
Yeah. Oh, and
I
Donna copying off of Allie. They were must have been conversing offline.
like and because the way she
Beautiful.
filled in, like, the 2nd row,
Uh-huh.
it does get that layered look, and I like
Yeah,
her little orby perfs around the outer edge.
I do too. What a great idea. Oh, so nice. And Diana's.
That that's gorgeous, but you know what
Wow.
I think of when I first see that? You know those flowering cabbages?
Oh
Because
yeah.
it's the color that's making me think that.
Oh, okay.
But, that it just because it's the color makes it look really tight, where
Mm,
some of the others look spread out and airy,
right.
um, but and
That-
I love it.
yeah. That center bit just pops right out.
Yeah.
Neat. Neat, neat. And Deb, beautiful.
She managed to do a lot at work.
Yeah.
Of course, she should be able to do this one without thinking about it too much, but I like her, those aren't really fancy
Well, they're like fescue,
fescues. They're
fescue.
little sprigs of something.
Yeah.
I like that. That too looks makes it look lacy.
Yeah. And Dee Dee, nice.
She's all set for another card.
Yeah. And I like, yeah, yeah, a whole bunch of little ones. That's just nice.
Color here looks really
I'm
good.
like, whose is that? Oh, it's fine. It turned out nice, and that white
I,
pen
I
just
like
is
the
magic.
hazy shadowing with the chalk. Um, it's different. I
It
like
turned
it.
out better than I thought. Yeah. Inez, wow.
Very nice.
Yours makes me think nautical,
It does. It looks like a
like a ship's
steering wheel
wheel.
or something, on a ship.
But then the orb type things make me think of like a seashell. So that is really cool.
Yeah, almost like a sand dollar.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Jackie, ooh, look what she did with those orbs. Well, either
Oh,
auraing or filling in the center.
yeah.
Nice.
And I like her shading.
Oh, it's just gorgeous. Oh, so
And
nice.
Jacqueline went crazy.
Wow.
I love it because she just did like half in the middle part, halfway around, which gives it a sort of a pinwheel looking effect.
Yeah. I was just thinking, is that different? That
Very
is really
nice.
neat. It's a party.
Oh, what did Jen do?
Oh my
I
goodness.
like, I like,
Amazingness. All right, you gotta look at
yeah,
that
I like,
closely.
going in between the two tethered orbs and then just halfway around the,
Well, she
the,
added an that extra orb that she's going around, right? Or
oh,
no? No,
yes,
no, no,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
no,
No, no, she put him way up high.
I think they're extra ones.
No, yeah, because there's
She's
usually
got,
there's the dot on the line, and then there would be an orb in
oh,
between, but she just put hers way up high.
yeah, well, I like that.
That's so clever.
Only problem is I never remember all these clever things to try on my own.
Oh, so creative. Really nice. And Kim's, oh, I like the curly Q idea on the end. And the different, yeah, doing a second round of those curve lines.
Mhm.
Oh, that's just neat.
It makes me think sunflower, but I'm
Mm.
sure it's the color.
Let's
Very pretty.
see. And Kathy.
Oh,
Oh,
I love the way she finished that
oh
outside.
my
Look at
gosh.
that. Peaks and flowers and just again giving it that real lacy look.
Yeah, that is
And so does
gorgeous.
Karen Maxey's does too with those the curly cues and the perfect.
Uh-huh. And the yeah, and the perfect oh, and the rounding in between.
Oh,
Bye,
yeah.
Antonia. Oh, so neat.
Well,
Oh, and then
no,
she put an orb around the dot on Karen Maxey's.
yes. Oh, yep.
That's neat.
Yeah. Joni's, um, I forgot what I was going to say something about hers. Now I can't remember what it was.
Besides, it's gorgeous. Okay, Donna, we'll see you. Well, I
Oh,
think it's
the
interesting. Go ahead.
the weighting or whatever. What do you call it? The in between the points on Karen Maxey's
Oh, the rounding.
rounding on Joni's. She did the same effect, but with color in those where her
Yeah.
fescues come out.
Yeah. Well, and it looks like too there's some colors. Maybe is that chalk pencil? I'm assuming, Joni. Um, um
Well, it looked like she
on the
drew it with
fescues.
looked like she drew it with a colored pencil. I mean, or
Mm.
pen and a black
Yeah.
pen.
Yeah. But I see like
Uh,
the blue hue around
Oh
the
yes, yeah.
fescue and really nice.
And
It's just
Joe's looks like
gorgeous.
it's ready for a tile
Yeah.
or fabric, one or the other.
That's gorgeous, Joe.
Oh,
I
that's
love how
just
they're meeting.
I'll have to remember this for TangleCon if we do the printing,
Oh,
but
yes.
especially the way Joe did it, because it would be
Mhm.
real interesting the way
That might be hard to do.
way they match up like that. Oh
Right.
yes, backsplash material. Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Actually,
go.
my backsplash looks a little bit like that. Mine looks like ceiling tile, but it's wallpaper, um, dimensional wallpaper, and it does look similar to that.
Mhm.
Yes.
Really neat. Yeah, so again, I love how they're meeting in the middle because I was thinking about that as I was doing the diagonals a little bit longer. Oh, these are so great. So great. Truly, it says Joe look at images of
I don't know what that
Sapphira.
is.
I don't know who that is. I'm guessing it's an artist. Neat. So fun. Okay, well, we'll say bye to the recording.